Hello, in this video, I'm asking you a question. If something happened to you today, are your things in order? That's my topic today. Join me. Hello, welcome to Take a Step to a Better You. This channel is about business topics, YouTube tips. I talk about earning money online. I also talk about motivation. Like today, I pick any topic, I talk to you. My name is Sherifa Nakalima. I'm a business owner here in Virginia, USA. And if those topics sound good, consider subscribing and sharing my messages. I have a lot of videos here. This is video number 90. And my intention is to get to 100 before the end of the year, 2020. So I'm recording every day. Today, I'm talking about a very important topic. And please, if you have watched me before, or you are just landed on this video, I have to ask for permission first before I get into this topic. Because I want to talk to you. By the way, I'm 53 years old. I want to talk to you like you are my brother, like you are my sister, like you are my son, like you are my daughter, or you're my friend, or just someone I care about. Because this is a very important topic, and very few people have discussed it. But me, I discuss only important things on this channel. So, I'm asking you, did I get the permission, by the way? If you gave me the permission, I'm ready to ask you this very important question. Are your things in order? Just in case something happened to you today or tomorrow or any other day, you never know. Is everything in your life in order? So I took some time and I did some research. So I have a list here of the things that we have to be careful about or to plan about as we prepare in case we got sick, in case we are not here anymore. And I have, how many? I have 7, a list of 7. But before I start, by the way, I have to mention something I do at the end of the video. I introduced 2 comments. I picked 2 comments from a previous video, but I record every day. So if you want to be part of this game that I do, if you leave a comment after watching me, I'm sure you came early enough because I record every day. So your comment has to come like 3 hours from my current video. And then if I pick it, the comment has to be relevant to what I just talked about. And I talk about you and your channel, if you have a channel. So I do that at the end of this video. So I already have 2. If you want to do that, I'll be recording every day. I said 9 p.m., but actually I'm not uploading 9 p.m. Depends on the day. I realize some people could be sleeping. So I have a video every day, but it may not come at 9 p.m. I'm switching times to give everyone a chance to see it. So just click on the notifications so you get notified when my video pops up, and come put your comment. If I pick it, I talk about you. And then also, this video is going to be here for a long time. You're part of my video. So in the future, other people will see you because I put your link to the channel in my description. It's a good thing. Let's get into this topic of, are your things in order? Are they in order? This is the list I found that the things that need to be in order for you to be prepared for what could happen. You never know, especially these days. Things are happening so fast. So, number 1, a will. Do you have a will? Or if you have one, have you updated it? Because things change. Maybe you were married when you did the will. Maybe you are divorced now. Or maybe you are not married, you are single. Now you're married. Or you had 2 children, now you have 3. So things change. So keep updating. And I want to try to speed up this discussion. So, in this will, some people do, some people don't. But I suggest that somewhere, talk about how you want to be when assuming you are dead. You know, I don't have a problem saying these words. Some people say you talk about difficult topics. Yes, because they are important topics. So in case you are not here, it would be nice if you told people what you want to happen. I've had 2 friends lose their husbands recently, and those husbands had told them exactly what to do. So the ladies, they were able to do everything the way the husbands said it. And it was so important to them. So it is important to mention what you want. And especially, like us, me, I'm an American, but I'm an immigrant originally from Uganda. Some people believe strongly that when I die, take me back. But a person like me, I'll tell you here, I don't believe in that. If I die, bury me here. So tell people what you like to happen. And I'll tell a short story. You know, when I do motivation, I tend to mention, to give you a story so you can relate to something. It's going to be short though. If you have been watching me, I always mention about my sister. I give examples about my sister who's not here anymore. She was an older sister, but a friend and all that stuff. Very close. She lived in Uganda. I live in USA. She came here to visit me twice, actually. But she's not around anymore. She's dead. What happened? One day, I told that story also where I was giving a different message. That she just fell from work. She just came to her house, just fell. They found her on the floor. She had a stroke. She couldn't walk. She couldn't talk. So that, of course, they took her to the hospital. That was very sad. And then she started getting a little bit better to a point where she could say a few words. And I remember there was a Sunday and we had a graduation in the family. By the way, she was sick for like 6 months. Graduation in the family, our niece was graduating college and they had, she was better. They sent me photos looking good. I said, oh, we're all feeling like she's going to get back to normal. That was Sunday. And then, you know, we have a time difference. At that time, I think like it would be like 8-hour difference. So like it was my evening, but it was their early morning on Thursday. I get a call, and guess what that call was? I remember where I took that call. I was in the kitchen. I was in the kitchen, and I remember just sitting down and I sat and I was leaning on the wall because of the news I just heard. My sister was dead. Everyone was in shock because this wasn't just, you know how you have a family and you have someone special that does everything, that knows everything, that when you have something, you have to go to them. That was that person in our family. So everyone was in shock. But during that whole shock, the following day was Friday, and of course we are Muslims. We bury quickly. We can't keep a person like many days, only in special circumstances, but mostly you cannot have someone. They died in the night. She died when it was coming to morning time, so she had to be buried that Friday. And as we were having that discussion of preparation, we had a nephew, a different nephew, not the other one who graduated, older one. And because our dad is dead too, but before he died, he had given us 2 options. If you die and you're close to the city, because we had the city and we had the village, you could be buried close to the city or you could be taken to the village. Our dad was buried in the village, of course. That's the main home. So we already knew we had that option, either the city or the village. Now, this nephew believed strongly, but because of our sister's status, she needed to be in the village where we buried our dad. And he was loud. So it so happened that I kept checking because I was here alone. I kept checking to see what's going on. And I remember the excitement when my brother heard that I was on the phone. So he wanted to talk to me. He said, you tell us. Do you know where she wanted to be buried? Do you know which one of the 2? They were confused. They didn't know. And the other one just one person was very strongly believing that she should be taken to the village. So me, Because you see how I talk here is how I talk to everyone in my family. I always ask those questions. So 6 years before that day, when my sister died, I had gone to Uganda, and I remember even where we were when I was having this conversation with her. I said, "Oh, so if you die, or when you die, because we all die, where would you want to be buried? The city or the village?" And her answer was quick. She didn't even have to wait. She said, me, I'm for the city. Just because I've been here too long, my friends are all here. I don't want them to be driving 3 hours to go by myself. I'm here. I want here. So that's what I told my brother. That she told me. I had that conversation. I had it from her. It wasn't a rumor. That's what she wanted. And it was easy. I made it easy for them. They prepared her. They buried her. The point for this conversation with you is that because I had had that conversation, we had an answer. So I would like you to have those conversations. Have someone know your wishes so they know. That was just point number one, the will. The will, and I said, in the will, include some details about, in case you're not here, what do you want to happen? Or those two ladies that lost husbands, one wanted to be buried a month later on a specific day. He just buried just a week ago. That was strange. I said, "You're going to keep him." That's what he wanted. He wanted to be buried on this day. So, the other one wanted to be cremated. And I attended the function, and we didn't have a body. He was already cremated. See what I mean? Say what you want. And tell a few people, because maybe one person, it would be nice to tell more than one person. Okay? Now, number two. The first one is, in case you are not here, number two is a living will. A living will is for the purpose, or it's for health reasons. By the way, I'm not an expert. I just mentioned these things. Anything you don't understand, go ask. But the way I understand the living will, you are not dead. You are here, but you cannot make decisions, health-related decisions. Someone has to make that decision for you. So, designate someone who will make a decision for you. And make sure you choose a person who cares about you. You don't want to choose someone who wants you dead. Choose someone who cares about you, will make the right decision. Number three, the money, the finances. Keep updating your assets. I own this, I own that, and have the documents in order. The dates, I owe you this one, I owe that one. And then the beneficiaries, or especially charitable organizations, if you care about organization, tell them, let them know, or write it down. Okay? Number four, life insurance policy. In case you believe in life insurance, some people don't. And in case you have one, if you believe in life insurance and you don't have one policy, at least go get yourself a term one, like 20 years. 20 years will cover, like if you have young children, your expenses for the children, and maybe you have a wife or whoever, so that people are going to be devastated when you're not here. But at least them have some money, at least take care of bills. So term policies are very cheap, especially if you start young, before you are really old, $10, $15 a month. Take care of that. And if you have a policy, update it. Things have changed, update that. Number five, power of attorney. The power of attorney is, this is the person that you trust to make decisions on your behalf. Financial decisions, I think this one is financial decision. And maybe other decisions. You can even be specific. That in case of this and this is the person to make a decision on my behalf. That could be a different person from the one for the living will, depending on how you trust them. Point number six, they talk about, remember, I did some research to get this. Estate administrator, the person would be able to distribute your property. But as you do this, I think it cannot be just one person. Put some alternatives just in case, because you can't keep writing every day. These days, you put someone in your will, or in my other estate administrator, and they're not here either. So I don't know how that works, if you can do more than one person, but if you can, do more than one person. And then I found something I didn't know. This is the last one, number 7. Number 7. The last one is called a transfer on death. Are you familiar with it? Please, if you're familiar with this, put in the comments. Are you familiar with a document or a form, or they call it a deed, called transfer on death? TOD. It was new to me. And this, they said, it allows you to select a beneficiary who will receive your property, but only after you pass away. But I saw it in the case of bank accounts, that you can go to your bank, the bank accounts, and sign this document. It's called a TOD, transfer on death, and that protects you, like things don't go in probate if you're in USA. I don't know how other countries treat it, so that it's very clear. The bank knows. As long as you prove this person is dead, they already decided who is taking over the account. TOD, okay? I think that's a new for you also. So those are the points. Please, especially now. I've had, for me, I don't know if it's because of my age or I know many people. I have so many people who have died. And I remember the conversations we used to have. Some of them thought they were going to live until they're 80, but they died before they even reached 50. So please, just put things in order. And many of them never had any of this stuff I'm talking about. Zero. And then people have to fight and people have to make decisions for you. Make them while you're still alive and able. Remember I said my sister, before she died, she couldn't speak. So she was lucky she had children who were responsible. They made decisions for her on her behalf. She was alive, but she could not write, she could not talk, she could nothing. So these things can happen anytime, any moment. Please. Okay, that's that part. I'm going to the 2 comments. Hopefully you got something out. Get a pen, get a paper. If this made sense to you, note them down. Note them down. Watch this video again and note them down, or go do your own research and find out what's really important. Okay? Hopefully that was a good conversation. Forgive me if I made you feel sad or something. But remember, I'm a sister, I'm a brother, I'm a mother, I'm son, I'm mother. Those categories. I'm friend. I care. That's why I talk about stuff like that. Okay. The comments. I have 2, and one of them is going to be very easy. By the way, you can put a comment for me. I'm asking so many things because some people put comments, but they really don't have YouTube channels. So, but for me, originally my intention was to support people with channels, right? So I can put a link in the description. You can go support them. But someone made an argument, and let's try it out. Maybe you could go to help me also. Do you think I should mention people without channels? I'm about to do that right now. The first person I'm going to mention doesn't have a channel. Okay, she has a channel, but it's not an active channel. And this is Ruky Kuky. Ruky Kuky, thank you for supporting my messages. Thank you for always putting a comment, and appreciate you. So I'm mentioning you, but you don't have a channel. So I'm not putting a link. This is mostly for you to show. I appreciate your support, and thank you for watching. The second comment came from Miss Rachel Smets. Miss Rachel is actually recently just joined my Facebook group too. So Miss Rachel, you put a comment, and appreciate you, appreciate your support. And Miss Rachel is a YouTuber, and her channel is gonna show up there. So you see the title on her channel is Create a Life, Not a Living. Not a living. Create a life, not a living. Plan your 9-to-5 escape. Become a freedompreneur. Plan your 9-to-5 escape. escape the 9 to 5. Her message, she wants people to leave the 9 to 5 job, assuming you're not comfortable, assuming you're not happy. Of course, there are those who are very, very happy with them, but her message is for those who prefer better. And her message, by the way, you have to check out her channel, because there are many messages. I just picked out something. Her message is, this is your life. You get to design it. This is your life. You get to design it. Dream, decide, action. I added my thing. I said, take action. You're like me. That's my message. I love it. I love it. And in one of the videos, she said, she was talking about why I travel solo, and you should, and you should. She gave you 5 reasons why you should travel solo. In fact, I found this video to be very interesting, because I have another Miss Lydia in my group who also recorded recently a video why you should travel in a group. And this one is saying why you should travel solo. So I guess that's interesting. They all have their reasons for that. I think it could be both. Sometimes travel solo, sometimes travel in a group. Miss Rachel, I appreciate your comment and your support. And I'm glad to have you. I'm happy that you are in my group right now. And I love your message. Please check out her channel. And I appreciate all your comments. And I always try to come back. But now it's been tough because I'm recording every day. But I'll take some time and visit all your channels. At least I put a heart on them when I first read them. But I'm coming. Let's first get the 100 videos. And then I'm going to support you. You'll be shocked, because anyone who leaves a comment on my message, I see that as a debt. I want to support what you do, because you're supporting what I do. I can always end them. Take very good care of yourself. Take very good care of your families. Take very good care of your health. Take a step for a better you. But remember to subscribe if that button is red. To share this message. It's a very important message, especially if you know someone who needs to hear it from me. If you think it's tough to talk to people about this, just share the message, the video. And also put a like and of course a comment. Take a step, a better you. Bye-bye.